So I realized something the other day.
Yeah.
Basically, really late at night, I was on Twitter looking at my...
Is this a horror story? Why does it sound like a horror story?
It was late. It was dark.
I was extremely online.
I was looking at my Twitter bio, and I was like, I need to, add a little bit more about myself to this, because I need to even further put myself out there on the line. Online.
Be as online as possible.
Yeah, exactly. So I added Latinx to my Twitter bio. Like, this was like a week ago.
Okay.
Yesterday, I checked my Twitter bio, and it said Latinx.
That's like a pharmaceutical. I'm pretty sure.
There's a town in Florida called Lantana. So you're
You're
from Lantana in South Florida.
I'm
Latinx.
Latinx. Hey, everybody.
Hi, good morning.
Hi. Apparently the audio is a little bit low. We are trying a new audio setup today, so please bear with any weird audioness. I can check the audio because it won't feedback, which is cool.
That's cool. I turned it up a little bit.
Oh yeah, this is low. This is extremely low.
Oh shit. Okay.
There's also like room noise, maybe.
What kind of room noise?
Hmm?
It might be my headphones.
Like
echoing.
a really comfortable air conditioner humming away happily in the background.
Let me know if
Rob.
that's better.
You got it.
I just turned it up a little bit.
Someone says my mic is basically off or super quiet. It's right here. Hey, hi. Is this better? I'm gonna turn on my own audio.
Test.
Let's hear.
Let me try.
That's a little bit better. That's better.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a quiet
That sounds
speaker.
fine, I guess.
I'm a loud laugher, but
Right.
I'm a quiet speaker, and that's a problem.
It's
Here,
it's
I
okay.
Can turn you...
It's okay to live in that truth.
It is. I think so. I just had a weird thing happen. I fucked up.
Let me know if this is a little bit better.
Welcome, Rob, also to Hot Mic Mornings. Rob,
What's
thank
up,
you for joining
Rob?
us.
We
Can I
got
tell you-
Rob in here. Rob on the couch.
Rob, you had a good relationship with IT when you were in LA, right?
Yeah, I mean, IT in LA is great, but that's because IT is Wes.
Is Wes still out there? Can we get Wes? You don't know. Our IT team here is good. I want to be clear. Our IT team here is good. I don't necessarily...
I love New York IT. But...
But... So, got a new computer. This is the arc of this week. Got a new work computer. They're like, hey, we hook you up with Danica's old computer. 15 inches. It's a big computer.
Yeah.
I needed admin access on it because I couldn't, put Discord or, Steam or, or any apps that are not in our...
Apparently, Vice is not out here gaming.
Vice
We're
is not out here gaming. Vice does not need meme chat. And so I had to email them and be like, yo, I really want to play Slay the Spire on this computer for my job. It's important. I got to play Into the Breach. It's super. Is that on Mac yet? I said in my email.
Yeah.
Is that on Mac? Because it's a Mac computer.
You could just
games like that. Games that don't need a big computer for. Because I didn't want to have to explain what Discord was, and I felt like it was easier to be like, I need to play games.
Right.
I run a website about games.
Yeah.
And they came back and were like, you can't play games on that thing. That's not a gaming laptop. And I was like, okay, well, there are independent games.
There's
stuff.
just levels to it.
There's levels to it. And then they fired back with oh, it has been explained to me that what you need is Discord. Come on down, we'll give you admin access. Which means that Joel, I was like, hey Joel, can you respond on this thread? And I think he responded, but didn't reply all, so I didn't see his response.
Right.
So his response was like, oh, he's not playing games, it's just
Discord.
Which is not exactly true. I'm excited to play Slay the Spire on this machine.
Right.
But here's the real dilemma. Apparently I'm Gucci now. Chat says I'm Gucci now.
Yeah, sounds good.
Gucci's here?
Gucci's here, yeah. Sorry, Gucci Man in my head now. So I go down there. Or no, I don't go down there. What I do is say, I've had this good back and forth with this guy who's works in our IT department. There's a lot of people who work in our IT department.
Yeah.
Like 8 people down there.
Right.
I know 2 of them by name because it's mostly a new team. So what I do is I Google image search the name of the guy I've been emailing
What?
Very funny.
so that I can know who it is. And be like, oh, hey, name. Like, here's my
This-
computer.
That works?
And one, then, yeah, it does work.
Okay.
That's what I do that whenever I interview anybody, for
Yeah,
instance,
okay,
right?
Yeah.
So then what I do is I close my computer and I go downstairs. I'm like, yo, name. Great emailing with you. Can you hook up the admin thing? He's like, yeah, sure, give it to me. I hand over my computer. He hands it back to me. I immediately feel like light embarrassment because when I got the fresh computer, the default icon for my login was a fedora and I hadn't changed it yet.
Ooh.
So I was already,
Oh no.
I already felt some type of way. I was like, type in my password, hand him the computer, and what he sees is a Google image search of his name. And he's like, that's a good picture.
Yeah.
And I go,
I'm glad
"Yeah,
that exists of me on the internet. I'm glad.
I was like, I wanted to know. I wanted to know what you look like. That way, when I came down, it could be like, oh, hey, you are the person I need to talk to.
Yeah.
Because a name can be anything.
Right. Ugh.
He's nice. He said he's in a lot of Discord servers because of a mobile shooter he plays, which is interesting. I was like, what do
A
you?
mobile?
Yeah, but he's like, I'm gonna do any Discord servers. I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know, like, are you playing like a lot of games? Because I play 1 game. I'm like, oh word.
Okay.
Okay.
There's
And-
only one game out there for me.
And I expected it to be like League of Legends or
Right.
something, but it wasn't. It was like
Any MOBA.
any
Some
MOBA. It was a mobile game with the word boom in the title.
What?
Guns of Boom.
Guns of Boom?
Guns of Boom. Whoa. Guns of Boom. Which, I don't know. I don't do much mobile shooting in general. But anyway, that's my story of how I embarrassed myself immediately today.
And now you have to transfer to the Los
looks like
Angeles
TFT.
office.
That's extremely
yes,
embarrassing.
I'm sharing the pain.
That's really embarrassing.
I mean, that's just straight up the heavy. What
No
is happening
wonder.
here?
Yeah,
Guns of Boom.
I mean, I'm so sorry.
What have y'all ever had really embarrassing like work experiences?
Oh yes, my first day here.
What?
Basically, this was when it was just me and Danielle, and everyone was at E3, and I was holding down the fort. Danielle was holding down the fort. And it was my first or second day, and there was one of those standing desks, and Danielle was like, oh, if you want, you can use the standing desk. Because I didn't know where my seat, I didn't know what my seat was. And she was like, you can use the standing desk. And I was like, okay. So I stood there 4 hours. And it wasn't, there's nothing like embarrassing that happened, but it was just me being a fool, like thinking that I couldn't sit down now that I had like accepted the standing desk, that there was like, to sit down would to be a concession of I don't know. I don't know.
Shunning the desk at that
So I
point.
just stood for my entire first day, and nobody else was standing. This was like before, like
No one
nobody
knew
was.
who you were.
Yeah, I was just this like
It
intern.
was like we were all gone for E3, right?
Yeah, you were all gone. It was just me and Danielle,
And then like a room filled of like Motherboard and Vice and Broadly
which
editors.
is more embarrassing.
That's the point I'm making.
Yeah.
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 I want to know how many people still see Natalie walk by and are
They're
like,
like,
that's
Oh,
the girl who
that's
stands.
the stander. Yeah, that's the person who
That's
stands.
why I never go back to the first
The digital
floor.
area,
The
yeah.
digital area. I was gonna
Don't
say
let
the
them see
digital
you.
room. I
That's
never go
very
back
funny.
there because
That's
The
extremely
ghost,
good.
The ghost of Lobby 1.
yeah.
Rob and Kato, I need to know. Wait.
What
did
happened to Rob?
What happened to Rob? Excuse me.
What's up?
How did Rob get like that?
Kato left the call.
Oh, what? Oh, shit. How did I leave the call?
Kato, come back to that.
Apparently, I have
Rob
like an
isn't-
action angle going. I don't see that over
There he
here,
is.
but
Sorry, wait. Let me mute myself.
What is happening?
Now I wish I had
Oh
the
my
stream
God.
open because I'm really curious how this is all looking.
went
It's good.
down.
It's good. in an earlier round.
It was interesting. It was an
With
interesting
this
look.
new setup, it's really funny because
I guess my phone.
basically for Rob to see
My phone just
Austin and
turned
Yeah.
off.
Kato,
Yeah.
Austin and Kato are FaceTiming him.
Yeah.
And so on my side, because I'm also in the FaceTime, I can see Austin and Kato like in the FaceTime mode, and then I also see them in like host mode, and I love it. It makes me really happy.
Can you
Anyway.
flop us? Is that a thing you could do?
Flop you?
Can you flop our cameras? So that
Flop?
we're like, when we look at each other, we actually look at each other, like
Me and
sight
you?
You mean-
lines. Yeah.
wait.
Oh, like in
Flip?
the Brady Bunch intro.
Yeah, flip flop.
Let me flip flop.
You flip, and then I'm asking to flop. I'm actually.
You wanna
flip?
flop?
Flip is clockwise. Flop is counterclockwise.
Wait, hold on. Are you
Okay,
serious right now?
according to
Like that
who?
literally is
Yeah, that's the way that
a
works.
distinction.
No,
I don't
it's
believe
not.
this.
Don't listen
You
to him.
flip.
Don't listen
You
to him
flip,
at all.
and then you flop.
I've only ever heard the words flip flop used to.
Wait, but think about this. If someone
But-
changes their mind once, what do? They
okay,
flip.
they flip.
What happens? A flip flopper has flopped back the other way. That's counterclockwise.
I
Quick maths.
That's counterclockwise. Quick math.
Flop. Counterclockwise?
This is bringing bad memories back of the Karen
No.
campaign.
I don't believe it.
How about those wins last night? Like, genuinely exciting. I know. How long had you been following that race
What? Oh,
last night?
a while. I had like followed since like the New York DSA was retweeting
It was like
stuff.
a thing. It was like paying attention to
yeah,
to
and so,
Ocasio-Cortez.
That was really cool seeing those numbers coming because I actually woke up super early yesterday
Yeah.
to double check that my district wasn't voting because
Right.
I looked up on the internet and I was like, "There's a primary." Fucking no website could tell me whether or not I needed to vote on something,
Right.
and so I was like, "Fuck it, it's 2 blocks away. I'm
Right.
gonna go."
Just go.
I got up early, went there, and they're like, "Nah, you're not voting for anything." No,
Wait, they
actually
had the
something-
poll open?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. That polling place takes care of a couple districts because we're on a line somewhere. And so
Gotcha.
there were other districts there. My district wasn't doing anything.
Gotcha.
There was this weird moment where they went and one of the polling people that were talking to me and my wife were like, "Oh, but they could also vote for," and then they like mumbled something, and then another polling person responded like, "Yeah, but they have to ask for that."
Oh, wow.
And we were just like,
Okay.
I mean, I felt it's not in our district. I guess we're good, but what does that mean?
Yeah.
We just we're like, we don't have enough time to figure this out, so we're gonna go have breakfast now. But it was very sketchy.
That seems pretty sketch. Rob, did you have primaries up there last night?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, I guess like it's a different state. It would be on a different schedule. That makes sense.
Yeah. So it's an exciting time. We've got an open seat up
Ooh.
here. Well, it's not open. The sitting congresswoman is retiring, and
Right.
so there's a contested primary.
That's exciting because then you don't have the like weight of like history and habit behind voting for the incumbent,
Yeah.
and you could actually force those debates to happen. Do y'all have someone who is like young and exciting and progressive?
Not like nobody that's gonna meet the like Ocasio-Cortez standard, right? Like there's
Oh, just being
no-
dope as shit. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like what we're getting are more progressive traditional Democrats in
Right.
a lot of ways. But one of the funny things is like if you follow local news, watching how quickly the needle is moved around immigration, for instance. Like
Right.
this, like increasingly a sort of like within this race, a mainstream Democratic position is that ICE has got to go, or at least be severely curtailed, and that's where the debate is starting. So that's at least heartening. But it feels like in the North Shore of Massachusetts, at least, the DSA hasn't really got deep roots yet.
Sure. That adds up with my experience of that area. So the sorry, there's emails. Yeah, I don't know. It was exciting. My district sucked because it was someone who's like super incumbent, who's been there for years and years and years, and then like the upstart candidate is like super tech bro, in tight with like banks, has been like living in ways that help him avoid taxes.
Wait,
You know,
in
was
tight with, like, the institution of banks.
yeah.
Okay, I thought that was like part of a name that.
No, like Sasha Banks, the wrestler, he and she go back. No, it was just one of those things that was just like, ugh,
Yeah.
frustrating. How's everybody else doing? Anybody else have exciting nights last night? Anybody else win any major elections? Rob, have you decided to run your campaign and maybe become the change your state needs?
You know, I mean, with my dislike of meeting new people, my faint dread of public speaking, my disdain for people who refuse to get on my level,
Right.
I think I'm pretty ideal. As a
Yeah,
candidate.
honestly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you
so I
That's a
think
good
I clean
campaign
up.
slogan. Get
Right.
on my level.
Get on my level.
my-
Rob
Yeah.
Zachney.
Are you cool
LA
enough to
Rob.
vote for me? Like, and then I can when I lose terribly, I can
You
just
got
be
swag?
like, yeah.
Vote for me.
Exactly. God. I feel like there was a tweet going around that was very much the sort of like, hey, are you politically like energetic? Do you have political feelings? Are you someone who's comfortable talking to people? Are you someone who like, you know, feels like they have skin in the game? You know, you should run for something. And I was like, don't do this to me. I don't want to do this. No. Don't shame me for not being in the world of politics.
Right.
It would kill me.
There are too many spheres in the world for everyone to be a politician as well.
Listen, I'm good over here talking about The Crew 2. So, I played The
Coming
Crew
tomorrow.
2. Huh?
Our
We're gonna
Crew
play
2
some
conversation
tomorrow.
will be tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I started playing it last night, so I can give some like super preliminary thoughts, which is, it's very bland. It has cars and planes and boats, and I wanted that game to be good. But
This
like,
is not a time for centrism in politics or in arcade racers.
or an arcade, racers. You know what it reminds me of? You know the joke about white people potato salad?
I know a
Like,
few jokes, but yeah.
You know the one, like the raisins one?
Yeah,
Like,
of course.
Why do white people think putting raisins in potato salad is like spice? Is like that's how you do that. It's a classic joke.
Raisins.
I feel like boats and planes are that for Crew 2. Like, the Crew 2 is white people potato salad with raisins in it. It's like, potato salad's fine. Like, cars are, we already all right. What the Crew needed was some spices, was something that, like, made it feel like a meal and not just, like, a thing on a table at a barbecue that you could do. And instead, what they added were, like, races that don't feel that interesting in vehicles that didn't feel particularly...
I was amazed when I played the demo, at least, how much the planes didn't feel like planes. Nor did they feel like cool hover cars. They were just kind of bland.
Yeah, they were kind of really bland. So I don't know, I'll put some more time into it. I'm only like 3.5 hours in. As always, there is the risk that like good cars unlock 6 hours in or something. But we'll see. Ugh, God.
Technology is not great sometimes.
Why, you have 7 things on your lap, right? What is happening?
Well, okay, so I had my phone
Yeah.
with the Discord call in this year.
Okay.
On this year, I have the stream itself so that I can get clips.
Yeah.
And the Discord, I put my phone here on my laptop, but that's also where the heat comes out.
It is where the heat
And it
comes
was
out.
hot enough that it actually
To turn off
turned
your
off my phone.
Wow.
So I'm trying to get it to switch over to just the Discord on here, and I click the button, and nothing's working. Everything is bad.
AKA for AKA says Kato's gonna hack into the Vice mainframe.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
can show you where that
I
is.
got
I know where
ears
that
and-
is now. It's right
Looking
across
like
my
a
TV.
cyborg.
You do look like a cyborg. There's wires.
I mean, I got glasses, you know.
That's true. The clue
You are a
got you.
cyborg.
I have a very important question, which came up via a tweet today by one Benjamin Pack, Giant Bomb Zone Benjamin Pack, who
Ah, yes.
someone just left us call. Was it Kato?
Yeah, it was probably me.
It's all
I'm
good.
trying to get back in.
Okay.
That's just Rob's
I can
down.
see Kato over Natalie's shoulder, so it's all good.
You're good. Okay.
Okay, then.
Ben Pack says, here's my official take. The best food is sauce. Which
True.
is an interesting take coming off of our spice conversation.
I'm gonna fix them.
I don't agree.
I love sauce.
I
Sauce
love
is good. Sauce is a condiment.
What it's on matters.
Is condiment
a lot,
food?
Yeah, condiment is food.
Okay.
Condiment food?
I think
Sauce is not a condiment.
Yeah.
Wait.
sauce is.
Sauce.
Condiments are things you put on top of food.
Food.
Wait, mute yourself.
Mute
On Discord?
Oh.
Mute yourself on Discord.
Wait,
Wikipedia says a condiment is a supplemental food, which means that if a sauce is a condiment, it's food. Because it's not, what is it? It's not rocks, right? It's not wallpaper.
Yeah, but sauce.
If I eliminated everything in the world that sauce was not like in order, from most not like to least not like, the last thing I would eliminate is food, which means it's the closest to it. Quick maths. Again.
Wow.
I feel like I need to see the logic proof of that because
Yeah, I can do it.
Like I really feel like I just witnessed like game 3 card Monte. Like
Yeah.
that doesn't track.
I'm pretty
Logic.
sure that sauce is just a food. It's not a condiment because
This is where I'm going to.
Shaggity. Salt is a condiment and is definitely rock.
Right, but I'm saying sauce is not rocks. You're right. That's a good point. Rocks
There can be
food.
overlaps.
Rocks can be food.
yeah,
I gave Maru rocks in Stardew Valley, and she was like, "Oh, I love these. These are
she
delicious."
loves rocks.
I know.
My thing is, sauce
Yeah.
is sometimes you just get a sauce.
Okay, wait. What do you mean?
Like
Are you talking about soup? Soup is not
Soup
a
is
sauce.
not a sauce.
It has
Okay,
similar
wait,
properties.
Wait. Soup can be
Think
a
about it.
sauce.
when you get a grilled cheese.
When you get a fucking mofongo, right? Sorry, am I the only one who knows what this is?
Yeah, what is a what?
Okay, so it's a
Dominican.
Dominican dish. It's essentially plantains that have been mashed together,
Okay.
and some sort of other protein, usually a meat of some sort. Right? You get that on its own, and it's pretty dry as
Yeah,
a thing.
and then you
and then
dip-
you get a side of soup
Okay.
that you use to fucking, here we go. Soups or sauces.
Someone in the chat, I think it was Big Ol' Pretzel, just said, "Is sauce
you do put-
just wet spice?"
Yeah, 100%. I find nothing wrong with that.
Is a dip a sauce?
Yeah.
No.
No,
You know what? No.
hold
You
on.
know what?
but a dip is a soup.
No.
Okay.
A soup
on.
has to be
No, no, no,
eatable
no, no.
by itself.
Salsa, here's the thing. Salsa is a sauce
I'll
that
say-
can also be a dip.
I'll say that
I don't
soup,
think sauce is. I don't think so.
soup can be a
Yeah, it
dip,
is.
Yeah.
but not all dips are soups. But soup can be a dip.
Soup can be a dip. You can dip.
Yeah, I think
anything can be a dip.
You can't dip in salad
Not until you
Have you-
make it
I
into a
mean-
dip.
until you get the sauce at the end.
Right.
The salad sauce.
You can dip bread into like a salad that already has. I guess the thing is you're dipping into
But
like
you're getting sauce.
You're getting-
You're not getting.
you're getting
Get like an
dressing.
extra, one of those
Juice.
extra big tortilla chips and just kind of grab some lettuce. And
I was
dip
not going to
into
argue that
salad.
salsa wasn't a dip. I thought you were saying salsa was a soup, and I was confused. I apologize for even
a
gazpacho.
gazpacho.
I guess it could be.
I mean, that's close, right?
But gazpacho is pureed.
what's wild is I was gonna ask what everyone's favorite sauce was, but this is so much more important.
I'm
Can we
really
lay it all out
interesting.
really quick? Here's what we have: dressings, sauces,
Dips,
dips,
soups,
soups, spreads.
dressings.
I said that one first
Oh.
because I like them a lot. Spreads like a jams and jellies and
Preserves.
preserves. Butter.
Spread.
Spread.
That's a spread. That's
Spread.
in spread. Where
Um,
A dressing or
Pastes.
vinaigrette is a sauce.
I think we have.
Is that dressing just a sauce you put on salad?
Yeah, 100%.
Is that the distinction there?
Dressing
No.
is
Because
just
what else
salad
can you
sauce.
dress?
Dressing is salad sauce.
Yeah,
No.
salad sauce. Totally.
Yeah.
I'm with you
Because
on
you
this.
can do other stuff with dressing.
What?
Like what?
You can put dressing on like meats.
Meat sauce.
What?
Yeah.
But that's marinade.
Marinade. There's another one.
Shit. Just keep that.
Also, barbecue sauce is a marinade and a sauce and
It
a
is.
dip.
It is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Salad
Okay.
dressing is a type of sauce.
Yeah.
I think the true sort of dichotomy at hand
Yeah, thank you.
rests on thickness.
Oh my
Viscosity?
Or-
God, let me out.
Viscosity perhaps, but more like level of puree because you have on one hand, what was it? Like dressing. It's like water, like, you know?
Do it one more time?
Like I'm thinking,
Like
like
a-
you got oil vinaigrette on one side,
Yeah.
and then you've got like
Like,
something chunky. I
Salt.
don't know, salt.
that's the thing. I think salt is on the
Salt
other end.
is
It's
the,
a rock.
Yeah, because it's a rock.
I think
So
you have water on one end, which is like when you're literally
When-
like,
When would you use water as a sauce?
when something is like, when you're an astronaut,
Well,
That's hydrating. That's just a process.
sauce.
It's not.
I'm dipping.
No, I'm not.
Rob, it sounded like you had an answer about this.
no, I'm just saying if you followed food in the 90s, that like when everything was like, get it fat out of everything,
Mm-hmm.
there was a movement toward water-based sauces that like instead of like being really heavy on stock or cream, what if you used water and your flavoring agents, on top of that? But those were dark times, and I think the general move in cuisine has been to recognize that like water is not the base for much of anything.
Anything?
Like,
Yeah.
Water like-
is the base for stock, and that's about it. And even
All right,
then
how
it's
about
What
very
are
this?
those
low.
little bouillons?
I mean, water is the
Bouillon.
base
Yeah.
for
Bouillon?
What are
Nice.
those little cubes?
Those cubes.
That's
Bouillon.
water
Yeah.
sauce. I'll concede.
Sorry, what?
Excuse me?
When you put,
Like a bouillon cube?
yeah,
That
when
is
you
a
put one of
solid.
those in water, you just made water sauce,
I don't like thinking about the thing you're saying.
aka broth.
Broth. Broth is good.
Broth is water
Broth
sauce.
is delicious.
No, broth is broth.
Broth is broth. Broth is its own thing.
Or stock. Yeah, also, depending on how you make it. I'm saying water. What if a situation came up where someone was like, I'll give you $100 if you eat this whole loaf of bread real quick? And you're like, I have a solution to that. It's dipping the bread in water and then eating it, because that's how you do that.
But that's
That's
just,
a water sauce.
Yeah.
No, it's not a
No,
water
it's a dip
sauce.
because you're dipping it.
A dip is a sauce.
Always?
But the purpose
I wouldn't call like
is
something really
efficiency
thick like
of
guac.
eating. It is
Guac
not,
is not
to
a sauce.
enhance the food. Sauce is meant to enhance.
It's
That
about
is
flavor. Okay, so maybe this is an important ontological difference. Why the thing that everything we're saying is a sauce. Water is an important thing here because water looks like a sauce. It's a liquid like a sauce.
Right.
You can you dip things in it. You can add it to other things. You can sprinkle it on top. But what you're saying is, because there's no flavor addition, it's not a sauce.
True. Yes.
There's flavor subtraction. Like if you gave me a
changes-
bunch of ribs, and I was like, I got a water hose, brah, and I got rid of all the sauce on them or the dry rub, that would remove. It would change the flavor.
That's so. What I think water is a changer,
Okay.
Oh my god.
A catalyst.
a catalyst, but not a. Yeah, I guess I was gonna say catalyst, but it didn't feel right. But I guess a catalyst.
Okay.
What's the word I'm looking for? A
Force of change? No.
no. What's
Nah.
it called? A property,
Of what?
perhaps changer.
A property changer. That's like a bigger category of which sauces are a part of.
So
But
hold
so are
on.
knives.
I'm trying to go back to
I
this thing you said earlier about
Yeah.
all dips being sauces.
I think all dips are sauces.
I do not agree
Do you
with
think
this.
sauces need to be applied?
Yes.
I think
I think also sauces are less viscous in general than a dip can be.
No, I think
Yeah, okay,
a dip is a subsection of sauce.
No, because
There's lots of thin sauces.
think about like bean dip. That's not a fucking sauce.
Yeah, why not?
Because you
No, it
can't.
isn't.
You're not. Yes.
What
thank
about
you, Rob.
nachos? What about nachos? What are you pouring all over your nachos?
That's cheese
Bean sauce.
No, that's cheese sauce. Cheese.
That's chainsaws.
Chain.
Chain chomps.
Chain chomps.
Chain chomps are here.
I'm ready.
Like a thin cream sauce is still a sauce.
Yeah. But I'm talking about those thick dips that I do not think
You're saying dips can be too
Like a
thick.
hummus
to be
type
a
thing.
yeah, like a
That's not
hummus. Like
sauce.
hummus is a dip. It's not
Yeah.
a sauce.
I don't know. I've had hummus on salad.
That
Yeah, let
doesn't
me
make it a
just
sauce.
hummus sauce. I'm on the internet.
It's a hummus dip.
I'm saying you can creamy hummus dressing. That's a sauce.
I've had chicken
Yeah,
on
you can
salad.
make-
That don't make it a sauce. Like I'm not looking around like a chicken coop
Chicken's
being like,
not a
"Look at all that sauce."
Chicken-
You could make chicken a sauce.
You could make chicken into a sauce. It would be revolting and
Like a nice bread with some chicken sauce on it. Mwah. Forget about it.
Pate.
Also, here's the thing: if
Pate.
you really like,
Pate.
if you're really
Pate.
sitting there,
Duck sauce.
Pate. Pate. That's right. Meat sauces.
That's a spread.
It is a spread. You're right. You're
Did
right.
we get Rob to have a beer at 12 p.m.
Did Rob
in
leave?
our
get a-
Rob discussion? I mean, in our sauce discussion.
the other thing I'll say about this is, if you're sitting there being like, you know what the best food is sauce,
Uh-huh.
then you need to stop like centering so much of your like food appreciation on fucking chicken tenders. Is what I'm saying. Like if you're like,
Shot.
damn,
Whoa.
this is what's
Drag
this is
'em.
what's the real food.
Counter
It's this
argument.
barbecue sauce.
Counter argument. Some of us can't afford full chickens, and so we're out here with our chicken tenders, and we have to find ways to mix it up,
Yeah.
add some flavor to it.
It
And
is.
it's cheaper to get some sauce by going into, for instance, a fast food restaurant and then grabbing all the sauces and going home, which is
keep
what
those
I
behind-
did
they
for
keep those
years.
behind the counter now.
Sometimes you have a job there.
Yeah, well,
And
there
what
you
you
go.
do is like, I'm going to take 6 of these, for instance.
Okay, so let me tell you about how I got fired from McDonald's.
Okay, finally an embarrassing story from Rob.
Yeah, never any of those on anything from Waypoint.
Never.
Okay, so at this McDonald's I worked at, there was this thing where like early on, because they know we're all teenage workers, and like, you know, we're not just gonna like give you a job here. We're gonna teach you values for like what the, you know, for what working in the world is like. And one of those values is that you don't just like leave people out to dry. You don't just walk away from your job and like leave your coworkers to clean up after you. So every day after your shift and after you clock out, you go to your shift supervisor and ask, is there anything else I can do? It's just a courtesy we follow here.
Mm-hmm.
And invariably, that is when they asked you to do some grotesque, like 30-minute chore. Like it was routine. Like, oh yeah, great. Before you go, could you go outside and go around to all the trash cans outside and empty them and replace the bags and put the bags in the dumpster? So you've had your shift, but they don't actually want to spare anyone from the kitchen to go do exterior cleanup duty. So instead, before you go home, you just end up covered in fucking like milkshake residue and like little bits of
I am gonna
sauce,
stop
and like you're
eating.
just a sticky like it's gross. And you know, at 16, I'm like, I guess that's just what working is. Like, it doesn't feel fair that I'm not getting my $5.35 an hour for that, but you know, I guess that's just what it takes to be a good worker. But then, like, after a few weeks of that, I started like really thinking about it, and I started doing the math, and I was like, I've worked here for like a couple months, and I think they've gotten like 8-10 hours of like work
Oh, yeah.
out of me that I'm not
Definitely.
paid for. That seems bogus.
It was labor theft.
Yeah. But the last straw for me was when I just, like, you had to put in your time requests on this little calendar, but they're like, we don't guarantee anything about that. So always confirm, like, day of, that you actually you were actually not working on the day you requested off. So I went on vacation, which had been planned for like a couple weeks with a friend. We were going to the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base to look at cool old fighters and bombers. Really cool museum.
Extremely
by the
Rob
way.
Zachney day off. Yes.
Yeah, but no, Wright-Patterson's
16-year
awesome, by the way. Like, if you
It
like,
sounds dope.
yeah, until you've stood like under a B-36 bomber and seen just the ridiculous, like, you know, industrial age piece of shit that it is. It's like the Spruce Goose, but with bombs. It's awesome.
I just got chills.
Yeah, it's cool. It's just a beautiful old bird. Anyway, so I'm out there and I'm like, oh, you know, I didn't call to make sure that I actually have today off. I live in Indiana. I am now in Ohio. But I just call and I'm like, hey, you know, no, they called me. That's what it was. My phone goes off and they're like, hey, your shift started 15 minutes ago. Where are you? And I'm like, well, I'm in Dayton. And they're like, you don't have the day off. And I was like, well, I requested it 2 weeks ago. And they flipped their shit. Like, they get chewed out and I get this whole lecture about, like, I guess you don't really share our values, that this is the kind of, like, immature worker you're going to be. And so when you get back into town, come in and turn in your McDonald's shirt and pants. That's the rule. Like, turn in your uniform.
Turn in your
badge in
coat.
your gun, Zach.
You're batching your gun, yeah. Fuck. Did you go back and... Okay.
No, of course not. Of course not. I mean, I
Here
would have
comes the
loved to walk
embarrassing
back
part.
in there and slam the sauce packets, like, down on the desk and be like,
Oh.
I refuse to be exploited this way. But
Wow.
Someone brings up a really good one here, and you know, I think it was a joke because it's fair. GoldLink44 said, "So wait, are McFlurries a sauce or a dip?" And I thought that was a joke, but then I started to think about how what you do sometimes is you get like a nice slice of apple pie, and you put ice cream on it. Ice cream is a sauce, and
I tried so hard to derail this.
what
you
do
were
you
close.
do?
You
What do you
almost got
do?
there.
What do you do with ice cream sometimes?
But then they found a way to bring
What
it back.
do you do? You put sauces on it, and then you eat it by itself, which proves that ice cream is a sauce, and that sauces are foods.
Agreed. I have no. Yeah.
The only ice cream substance that is a sauce is a Frosty, because that is so thick
It's
that
a
you
thick-
put the fries on it. Like at Wendy's,
Ew,
ice cream
no.
becomes a sauce.
Hold on.
What?
No, I don't fuck with that.
You don't what?
Never in my fucking life.
Frosties and fries. The only
Hell
thing
no.
you get from
Undrinkable,
Wendy's.
in my
Austin.
life.
It's the
Never
only
in my
way
life.
to
It's not a
consume
drink.
it.
Never
It's
in my
with your
life.
fries.
What about
You get a utensil. You're an
McDonald's-
adult.
McDonald's ice
Yeah,
cream
I'm an
cone?
adult and I can do what I
Never
want,
in
and
my
I want to
life.
eat fries
McDonald's
and
ice cream.
Frosties.
Never in my
In
life.
and out shake. McFlurry
No,
with a fry.
no. Do you know what fries are good for? Eating by themselves because they're already good.
Anyone
They
else?
are.
Hold on,
Okay.
anyone
Like-
else? Anyone else do the whole honey packets from McDonald's and fries?
No,
That's just me.
also just you.
All right, cool.
Never
Just so
heard
we
of
can
that
move
one.
on.
You put honey on-
That's where I
I'd rather
eject.
do that, but not a lot of it. Honey is so thick. So honey is so
Yeah.
sweet. So
Yeah.
I would do
Especially
like a
the
very light
McDonald's
honey
honey.
glaze.
That's
The
Especially
McDonald's honey.
is sugar.
I don't know why this was a thing that I did in my childhood.
We'll
but
say this: good fries,
We back.
Rob's
good
not on.
fries
Rob,
should be eaten
where did-
alone.
I know I'm gonna get him back.
Sorry.
It takes more than
Yeah.
all my.
Can you make
in-
Rob just like a little Rob and have him sit on the couch next to Kato?
Yeah.
Okay. Like just magic. Anyway, Rob, sorry.
No, but I'm saying like good fries shouldn't have any sort of sauce on them. Like if you got truly great fries,
Truly great
a
fries.
little bit of salt.
Or you know what? Truly great fries may have already been sauced. In the process, there might already be a sprinkling of
Is oil a
Salt?
sauce?
an oil of some sort.
Oh,
in the
well, yeah,
the
but
cooking
that's not
of
a-
the
But that's
not sauce.
in order to fry.
oil is a
That's
sauce.
fry oil.
No, it's not.
No, I'm saying that sometimes you can get really good fries that are not just fry oil.
Oh, that are like truffle
That
oil.
they're
or-
truffle oiled or something
Sure,
like that.
Sure.
You're saying truffle oil is not a sauce.
It's a seasoning.
Seasoning is the big spectrum that we're talking about. Seasoning
All
is
sauces.
all sauces are seasoning,
Yeah.
and that's why water is not a sauce because water is not a seasoning.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
There
I'm
is
just
a
trying to get our
fundamental-
terms right.
Yep.
I still think that there's a distinction to be made about dips that we haven't gotten to yet.
Dips are seasoning.
I do not believe that.
You don't believe dips are seasoning?
Guac is
Is-
not a seasoning. I will eat guac on its own.
Okay, hold on.
I only need
real
it.
Something
quick.
being a seasoning doesn't mean that you can't. We've been here.
How many
Ice
people
cream.
here actually cook? Okay.
Oh,
Austin, what do you cook? Because I'm starting to wonder, man.
A lot
like
of things.
you sitting there like
Listen. I grew up with a single mom who made sure I knew how to cook. She was very, very clear about that because she'd been married to my dad, so she learned that early. And then I went to grad school and lived in grad school for 5 years, which is like, all right, get super creative because you have $20 to last 3 weeks, and so. That's a lot of like, I'm going to get chicken breasts and then I'm going to figure out how to season these 7 different ways so that I can like actually have some different types of meals, you know?
Right.
I'm saying, what I'm doing, Rob, is I'm trying to find the limits of our language and make sure that we're able to have.
I think you are annihilating meaning. I think
love
you
it.
are
Thank you.
dragging
I
us
love
toward
that.
a
Finally.
post-truth.
Damn.
Finally.
It can't.
Jordan
comes out.
Peterson,
It
come
comes to
fucking
this.
get me. Put you in a headlock, nigga. Like, we'll just go. That's what I'm saying. I think truffle oil can be used as a sauce.
Agreed.
The point is, I think seasoning is the big category.
I don't think dips.
And I
will-
think
That's
some
correct.
season, because you're saying seasonings can't be eaten by themselves.
or shouldn't be. Like you shouldn't be.
Okay.
Seasonings
A
are
lot
I
of
don't-
things shouldn't be
I don't
done
like
by themselves.
shoulds because then we're dictating
fair.
like
I think
get back to the deconstructing meaning, words,
Yeah.
fallacies. Let's go back there.
I feel
Let's
like
take Rob.
one of the
let's take
only
Rob back to
reasons that
dark
you
pl-
dip a thing.
place.
What was it? What?
One of the only reasons that you
Mm.
dip a thing
Is?
right is
It's fun to dip things.
yeah
One.
fun dip. Yo, that was okay. Anyways,
Fun dip is a dip and also is
food?
a food.
And
I absolutely knew people
solid.
Yeah.
who only ate the dip in Fun Dip,
yeah,
who did not
yeah.
dip.
Yeah, that's what it's a dip. It's a dip.
Right.
Dips that you.
How am I halfway through this bomber already?
You're getting sauced over there. Hey!
Hey! Right, so dips you eat and like there's a substrate for them, but like that's kind of secondary. Like the secondary thing in a dipping situation is the chip. In my
Sorry,
opinion.
did you just say substrate?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Okay, so wait. So you're saying the chip is necessary? Well, no, because you can dip things that aren't chips. Did Rob leave?
Rob's gone.
Rob's gone. You can dip things that aren't chips.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what you're dipping. What's important in the situation is the dip itself. That is central to the experience of
Not
eating
always true.
something. I feel like that's mostly true.
I think it's often true.
It's
But I
often
think about
true.
here's a difference.
It's true. It's true enough that I feel like it can't be a. It's not a, like condiments are things that you put on top of things to enhance them. Some sauces, most sauces, yes, do this. I think not all dips do, and maybe it's a Venn diagram situation where some
Probably.
dips are,
Or also
condiments.
condiments.
but not all dips are
So like,
condiments.
hi Rob.
a French dip sandwich,
Mm-hmm.
you can both dip it or you can have it pre-dipped.
Right. Yeah, sure. That
Cheers,
works.
Rob.
And that's my also example of a thing where the thing you're dipping is important because a French dip
Right.
with like good, like the quality of meat really does matter.
Sure.
In that sense. I think chips too. Honestly, the difference between there's a taqueria near here that is like really good that I like a lot. We went there the other day,
Yeah.
and there are days
Love
when like
that place.
love that place. La
Sometimes
Superior.
their chips suck.
Sometimes their chips suck, and sometimes their chips are like
Insanely
just
good.
like whoa, I'm just gonna eat these.
Right.
And so I do think that the dippy matters.
The dippy
the
matters.
dipper.
The dipper.
The dipper?
The dipper.
The dipper. It is
dipper.
doing the function
Well, no,
as
no, no, no,
dipping.
no, no. I'm the dipper. It's the dippy,
It is
Yeah.
the object that is dipped.
which makes it a dippy.
Yeah.
The
okay.
dippy. I don't
Rob,
know
what are you
else
drinking
to
now?
say.
Rob's.
I don't know. See, in my language, I would call this a smoothie, but I don't know how you would define it.
Oh, that's
because obviously terms are
That's a fruit
arbitrary
sauce.
and can
That's
be
a fruit
defined however
sauce.
convenient.
Yeah, it's a fruit sauce.
Rob,
It's
I
a
don't know
puree.
why I keep saying Rob's,
puree.
but Rob, I kept trying to cheers you, and you weren't paying attention to me.
No, I don't
cheers.
have you. I've got the little Discord logo in your.
Oh.
Window.
Oh yeah, you gotta turn the
Yo,
video back on.
Google Calendars
fix
just
it.
rolled out some. Did DSA join Google?
Yo, what?
Did Google go on Chapo? This is like it didn't. Fuck Google. To be
No, they
clear, yo,
fucking
fuck
no
Google. Classic
way.
Austin Walker. Yo, fuck Google. Confirm your working. This is the thing I just brought up my calendar to make sure I wasn't running into something else. Confirm your working hours. Setting working hours helps protect your personal time. People who try to schedule outside of this time will be shown your working hours for that day and be informed you may decline.
Informed.
Yeah, I mean, they're still
Yeah.
gonna ask. They're still gonna be like, "Yo, Austin, can you do this meeting with someone who's in LA?" But it's nice that you can set those. Of course, it has set my working hours. That's really funny. Their default working hours are from 7:30 to 5 on Monday, 7:30 to 5:30 on Tuesday, 7:30 to 5 on Wednesday, Thursday, and then 8 to 5 on Friday. And I want to know, like, where did they get that schedule from? Whomst?
Whomst?
But
When you log,
I'm
I mean,
doing
it's
this.
Google, right? When you log into your mail,
Are
you checking your mail that early?
No.
Did we figure
I don't
out
understand it.
if we have 4th of July off?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have 4th of July and the day before 4th of July off.
Oh,
Which is
hell
like,
yeah.
it's good, but as Joel points out, the fucking real win would have been 4th of July, 4th, 5th, 6th. So we just get like a nice run there.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of
Nothing to
taking.
say we couldn't.
Sorry, 4th. Yeah. So I might.
So if the
I'm
5th
thinking about
got
it.
taken off, like if everyone had the 5th off, then we could use the 6th as our summer Friday.
Are we in Summer Fridays already?
We're in July.
Please rise to honor
excuse
America
me.
with a general strike lasting 3 days.
Honestly,
Honestly,
only way I know how.
Yeah, true. I'm gonna set my hours real quick. Hey, don't even try to schedule anything after 7 p.m. for me ever
No.
again.
Stop it.
Boom.
People in
What I
chat are
love
getting
is-
4, 5, 6.
Every place I've worked
See,
that
that's good.
has like calendars where people can see your hours and shit, that inevitably leads to people booking fake
yeah.
meetings for themselves because otherwise people
I'm in
will
one
just
right
fuck
now,
up
Rob.
your day relentlessly.
Yep.
Yep.
Like
I'm in
everyone's
one-
like, oh yeah, well you're in office, but you don't have that time booked, so obviously I'm entitled to
Yep.
book you for my stupid bullshit.
That's true.
This never happens to me because nobody ever makes meetings with me, so I'm just here alone all the time.
I'm sorry.
Actually,
That's-
great. I love it.
Meetings can be good.
This crew,
Meetings
I
can
would
be
too.
useful. Meetings can be good. But, you know, there are often too many of them. We should probably start to wrap up, huh? I feel like we didn't make as much headway into this sauce thing.
Yeah.
So,
I have
can we
so
get a
many more
favorite
questions.
sauce?
Oh yeah, can we do favorite sauces?
Please.
Okay, Rob first.
Rob,
Nope.
favorite sauce. What do you mean no?
No.
Because
What's your
I need a
favorite
minute to
sauce?
think about it.
Okay, okay.
All right.
I need a minute too.
Kato. Does it help if we clarify? Like, if
Okay,
people-
can
Yeah,
we pick an object?
No, hold on. I got
Can we
it.
pick
Oh.
a
Wait,
food?
wait.
Rob has
Rob's
it.
got it.
Fresh homemade aioli.
Is a sauce. You're agreeing.
I am.
What's in your homemade aioli?
Fuckload of garlic, my friend. That's where
Hell
we
yeah.
start.
Hell yeah.
Like, how
Yeah.
much,
That's
how
what
much
we do.
garlic can we
Shit.
put in this thing before it will not actually
Can I
achieve the
just
consistency
chew?
of aioli? Yeah.
Just chew some garlic.
Just chew.
cloves,
I
you
want to
know?
chew the aioli. I want it to be so thick with garlic
So
that it's
here's
a
the thing.
dip.
My God.
It
I
is.
fucking love garlic.
You can dip
There
in
you
it,
go. It's
You
thick
can.
enough to be.
but it does have the consistency of a sauce because like fresh aioli is.
Yes.
Fresh aioli actually is like runnier than like mayo you take out of a jar. Like you can
Mhm.
thicken it,
Right.
but like
You can. You
in
can get
general,
it creamy,
it's,
but like
yeah, exactly. So it is both sauce, but can be used as a condiment. Like that's
and as
kind
a
of,
right.
like so condiment. Let me put it this way: condiment has more to do about how we deploy the resource than what the resource is.
Rob Zachney, I'm too good for this conversation. I'm never going to start to define these. Okay, let me tell you what I think a condiment is. A condiment has
Hold
more
on,
to
is this
do-
like the Dune take on condiments right now?
Wait, why is it the Dune take?
Resources?
Oh,
the
I see.
spice.
Spice, the spice. The spice must flow.
Yeah.
Well, the seasoning,
aioli
but
must-
yeah.
Yeah.
Condiments
The
are
yeah.
spice.
some condiments are a spice.
Condiments you
We
wouldn't
can't.
eat by itself. Sauce you might.
Sauce you might.
Condiments you would not. You wouldn't just eat mustard.
So did we land on ice cream being
I
a
will
sauce?
taste mustard.
You would taste it, but you wouldn't be like, you know what I want to do? Just
Get a
have
big old
some-
spoon
and eat mustard. I love mustard.
yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
One of my favorite sauces.
What do you like? A hot mustard? Do you like a yellow
I like
mustard?
a spicy.
They're all
I
good.
like everything except
Yeah.
honey mustard.
I came to mustard so.
What about
late.
honey Dijon?
I hated mustard as a kid so much.
I just
and I
Like
don't
heavy
the
on the
sauce.
Dijon.
I can
I
do the
love
sweet mustard. I'd prefer a
honey
spicy
Dijon
mustard.
is
Yeah.
the only way that I can do the honey mustard. But
Yeah.
again, I like the tang. I don't like when sweet and tang are together.
Yeah.
So, an important thing I learned
Yes.
the other day. I recently got this cookbook by Kenji Lopez Alt, The Food Lab.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1,000 pages.
Hi, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Our whole computers.
I'm just trying to explore sauces.
We're just every time we try and get deep into. I need to get Rob back. Every time. Oops.
Deep into the sauce.
Every time we get deep into Sauce Discourse, we
Sauce
get
Discourse.
hacked. So-
Lost in the Sauce. That's the name of the episode.
There you go.
We should start recording these.
Oh, the audio.
Yeah, I have the audio for
the
the
first one I want to
put
put
in the feed, but
but
I've not had time yet this week.
Or so?
All right, I will remute myself.
myself. There we go.
I put it in the document. Lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce.
Official.
Lost in the sauce. Official. SoundCloud.
The thing is, it keeps quitting before I can save my scenes, so I keep losing my Rob cam. So I gotta add it.
Black Ice
in.
says, so when do we get more
Scenes.
BattleTech? Well, once we
Well,
finish
well.
talking
Soon.
about sauces, well, we're going to set up for BattleTech.
Hold on,
We're just trying to get Rob back.
I'm trying to get Rob.
You know what
back.
the real sauce is? It's coolant fluid running through your Mech Warrior's vest to help you
true.
deal with the spikes and heat from your
It's true.
80-ton awesome.
It's true.
85-ton.
Do mech warriors go in their suits?
They go in their suits?
Like, yeah.
No.
How long are they deployed for?
They go in their suits.
They go in
They
their
absolutely do. They
No,
have to.
no, I
There's
mean,
nowhere
look.
to-
Rob.
They have hatches. And so, like tankers, you can open the hatch and do your business. But you don't actually have to, like, go in your suit. They're not like astronauts.
I mean, hold on. Isn't I feel like the whole
The Wolfhound has a
loading
little closet, like a little, like, trucker's, like, cabin in the back. But, of
Okay.
course, that's a more modern design.
Can you safely get off and on a mech without like some form of scaffolding though?
I mean, they have access ladders, but, like,
Eh.
the thing is that, like, the hatch...
You're saying you just open the hatch and then go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, did not.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Right.
Okay, what about power
Totally.
armors, though? Like battle armors?
Oh, you mean like elementals wear?
Yeah.
They 100% go in their suits.
Yeah, there's no room.
100%.
There's no way,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
But also, if you're in a mech battle, you can't
Mm-hmm.
just slide down the ladder.
No, there's no sliding down ladders. Rob was talking about opening a hatch
Just
and
you
then
open
doing
the
your
hatch.
business.
And then you open the hatch.
I feel like that is a point of structural weakness.
Right. That seems ill-advised.
Yeah.
But I mean, the hatch is not exposed. Like, okay, so like some tanks, for instance, have like underside hatches that are not exposed to enemy fire, for instance.
Why
Like-
isn't that exposed? I know in a tank, but in a mech, I'll just get under there with a rocket launcher as an infantry person and be like, boom,
Boom.
got you.
But what if it's sealed and it only activates when you rotate the head in a certain way?
But like the
you go
second that you have
into-
a hatch instead of like real armor, there's a weakness there. There's a hinge. There's a mechanism.
That's
right?
true.
What I'm thinking is, in times of war, a fight can break out at any moment.
Yeah.
If you're in the mech already and you like need to go in a few minutes, but then shit is happening, what are you doing? What happens?
You've already pooped, probably.
Yeah, I feel like
At
you're
that-
living on a liquid sauce diet already, so it's all pee.
Oh. Okay.
There's
I
no
didn't know
physical
that
waste.
part of the MechWarrior.
Yeah, if
people
you
are-
read the novels,
Right.
if you read about the Wolf Clan, the
You
Draconis
should-
Combine,
In
and
Wolfman Wolf.
In this
Yeah, well,
Battletech
it's-
episode, you
yeah.
should try and target the poop shoots.
the poop shoots.
Yeah.
We'll do our best.
That's a good strat.
So garlic aioli.
So garlic
good.
aioli is Rob's favorite sauce.
Are we sure this isn't gonna destroy the
Used to be.
computer again?
No, I'm not, honestly. I have no
Um,
fucking clue.
Have you ever had aioli as good as you make it at home though? You know what I mean? Like anything aioli in a
Yeah.
restaurant tends not to be
Yeah,
like
it's not as
super
good.
I think it's because they're cowards about the garlic.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, because the world is filled with garlic cowards. They're
Yes.
like, oh, this is too garlicky.
Oh,
My
I don't
brother-
smell
There's
like
no
garlic.
such thing.
My brother
Why do
might
you
as well be
care?
Wario.
It's delicious.
My brother
Garlic smells
one
good.
time
Did
ordered.
you say Wario?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
My brother one time ordered an entire roasted like garlic. It was like an extra large roasted garlic, and it was just this huge garlic, and they give you like a bunch of like little like breads, little
Yeah.
toasts, and he fucking ate the whole thing.
That sounds good.
And the next day he was in a lot of pain,
I bet.
but
That's probably a
I've
shared
never
thing,
seen
right?
someone eat more garlic in my entire life. Just roasted, like a whole fucking garlic, just roasted.
Give me that fucking garlic.
Hell yeah.
You know what'd
I
be a
was-
good salad?
What's
Garlic
that?
and cilantro.
Shit.
Mm,
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 yeah, I like that.
That sounds good.
I'm gonna make that.
I like
tomorrow.
cilantro. I don't have the
I
bad
love
cilantro gene.
cilantro.
I feel so bad
For people who
for the
have
people
it.
with
Yeah.
the bad
Yeah,
cilantro
me too.
gene.
What's the bad cilantro gene?
Oh, do you
It
know?
tastes like
it
soap.
tastes like soap. Like Lysol almost. Like, it's really
yeah, it
it's
tastes
really awful.
chemical.
Like there are people out there that's what they taste when they put
That's horrible.
the like one of the best herbs
I
ever
love
in their
cilantro.
mouth.
It's really good. It's really good.
I have sympathy
your
for those
face?
people. I have no sympathy for people who are like they don't have that gene, but they're like, oh, cilantro, disgusting.
That doesn't
fuck
make
off.
that. Do they?
I have sympathy
exist?
for them because they don't understand the joy that is cilantro.
It's like,
They haven't learned yet.
Right. Exactly.
They still have a chance.
Exactly.
To
Yes. They will
Sauces.
learn when I smother them
Cotto,
with pico de gallo.
Cotto, and Natalie.
Not a sauce.
Honestly,
Yeah.
in terms of like universality,
I'm not talking about universality. That's a
this
different
is the
thing.
same conversation we had the other day.
I'm talking about favorite. Now maybe you prize universality, in which case
it would still be your.
it would still be your favorite
This
because
was the
that
chip
quality.
conversation.
The what
The
conversation?
chip conversation.
Right, totally. But it sounds like there is a running thing for you, which is like the thing you do prize the most. The thing that does make something your favorite is I can always go back to it. Or it's the other way around, which is I don't care about that. Give me them good sauce right now, even though I'd never want to have it again for 3 weeks.
I'm gonna go for universality because I can't think of that good sauce right now.
Yeah, sure.
You know, maybe like spicy peanut sauce is one of my faves. I think
It's good. That's a good sauce.
like the Dan Dan noodles.
Mhm.
That spicy peanut sauce is really good. But I think my number one favorite sauce, keep coming back, is ranch.
Okay.
Just straight up fucking ranch.
Do
Oh.
a specific
Put it on my salad.
Okay.
Dip
Type
my
of ranch.
veggie chicken nuggets in it, my carrots, my celeries, my fries, my anything. I'll dip anything in ranch and I'll
Ranch is
eat
good.
it. Almost.
I'm down.
Okay.
I fucking love ranch.
I don't like it at all.
I'm glad.
It's. I
Ranch
mean,
is
it's salty cream.
I like ranch. I don't think it's as universal. Like for me, it's not as universal as it is for Natalie.
I think
There's a
it's
lot of missions that, like, somebody pointed out, tzatziki is like a good sauce. There's a lot of missions that ranch is assigned to. The tzatziki is what you actually want to send.
Right.
I bought tzatziki the other day, and I love tzatziki. But I bought tzatziki the other day. It was ranch flavored tzatziki. Because I went to the grocery store and I wanted ranch, and they didn't have any ranch anywhere. And so I saw this tzatziki, and it was ranch flavored tzatziki, and I tried eating it with some baby carrots.
What is
and
that?
it was fucking
It's the
gross.
most
Mead?
centrist fucking bullshit I've ever heard.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Kato.
Well, if we're sticking with the ice cream as a sauce thing earlier, I think that just
we are.
has to
That's-
win. However, I do not believe that.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So my actual favorite sauce is this hot sauce called fish oil. Snake oil. Sorry, snake oil.
Okay, I was like fish oil.
Fish oil. No,
What
no,
the
no, no.
fuck?
No. It uses fish
Like fish
peppers.
oil is invaluable.
yeah, of course.
It's called snake oil. It uses fish peppers. This is where fish came from. It was made in Baltimore, and they're just now recently starting to sell it outside of Baltimore, which
Ooh,
is
okay.
really great because now I can buy it on the internet and get it all the time instead of every time I like visit Baltimore every once in a while. But it's fucking delicious, and I will put it on anything.
I am that with my favorite sauce, which is Crystal Hot Sauce, which is a Louisiana-based red pepper sauce. It's a spicy sauce. It's like a Tabasco, but with a lot more flavor. It is, it's red pepper and vinegar and salt, but it's the blend of those things that comes together. I'll put it on fries. I'll put it on a baked potato. I'll put it on, obviously, like wings, but I'll put it on spaghetti. I'll put it on anything. It's like the perfect... It's like a drinkable sauce.
That's so good.
I'm not sure
One
I've
of the
seen
things.
that anywhere.
It's so it's a Louis.
so it's a juice.
It's like a juice. It's like a Louisiana-based
Shit.
pepper juice. And I would drink a whole bottle if I could carry Crystal around with me. Wait,
I mean,
I
you
should carry Crystal around with me.
Absolutely.
You should order some, Rob. It's like genuinely super
This is how I
good.
feel about snake oil, and I recently
There it is.
discovered that it's really good in hummus.
Yeah.
Just make a spicy hummus.
Yeah, diner breakfast with Crystal. Fucking forget about it. That's it.
Forget
Fucking end my whole day. Forget about it.
Forget about
Hey,
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 oh.
meet
need
me
to
at the
stop doing
diner.
that.
I'll bring the crystal.
what's that?
Stop like selling hummus with like toppings on it. Like the
Sometimes-
hummus.
Damn.
I've
Like,
stopped
if I want
fucking around
toppings on
with
it-
store bought like years ago.
Hummus. You make your own hummus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit
that's
is
so
actually
much
so
work,
easy.
though. Like, it's
No, it's not
delicious,
that
especially-
bad. I mean, depends, I guess. I got a slow cooker. I
There's
put it
like
on
roasting
overnight.
involved.
There
and,
is
like,
roasting
you gotta-
involved.
I guess
So
I make a
you
good
chickpeas
hummus.
end up fucking everywhere. By the
Rob
way,
wants-
like,
Yeah, that's true.
Rob
There's
wants-
just
He doesn't want to go all the way to homemade. He wants store bought, but he doesn't want you to then. He wants to then put the finishing touches on it with toppings when he gets home.
Right.
He can't
No. What
fuck
I
with
don't
you.
want is some fucking like raw garlic chopped up, moldering on top of my hummus for like a week. Like I don't
Right.
need that
Yeah.
shit.
I
Like
get
that
you.
doesn't
Yeah,
make it
I
better.
don't think the toppings that from the store ever taste
Me either.
good.
No.
Like
No.
the red pepper, no.
No.
Olive tapenade, no.
no.
Which is weird because all the tapenades almost always good.
Yeah.
But like,
I love olives.
you know what? Fuck off, Sabra. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
Sabra.
Fuck Sabra.
Like,
I came to olives.
unless your name is
too.
Joseph's or Cedars, get the fuck out of my refrigerator.
Damn.
Very particular. I feel like that's an endorsement. And I don't know that we sold that endorsement yet.
Yeah.
Joel, can we make that endorsement deal happen? Can we get on that hummus train, please?
That hummus money.
I didn't like olives until like 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I turned 30 and I was like, oh, I like these now. No, what happened was I turned 30 and was broke and was at lots of grad school events that had free drinks and also had like olive bowls. So I guess I like olives now.
And now do you actually like them?
Yeah.
Or do you like stand them?
I like them. I don't like have a jar of olives at home.
No, not stand.
No, I'm saying
Stand.
stand. I know.
Yeah.
I more than stand them.
Okay.
I less
but
than
you don't
stand,
stand
them. I
them.
definitely don't stand them.
Okay.
I'm not like an olive expert, but I'm interested in olives. That's not true. If olives show up at a meal, if I have an opportunity to get something with olives in it, oh yeah, that'd be good. Get some olives. But I'm not like going out of my way.
If there's olives at the bottom of your martini, are you like excited that whole drink because you're like, ooh, boozy olives at the end of this? Like, does that get you like psyched
I don't
up?
love martinis, but yes, I like the olives in martinis. Yeah, I like gin.
Yeah.
It's not.
I'm
my
gonna turn you
favorite.
around on that.
People have tried. I've lived with martini lovers like for years, and like it just doesn't work for me. I don't know why. I like.
you like
know,
gin?
Yeah, I like
Gin
so,
neat or gin tonic?
gin and tonic, but
Yeah.
I can go light on tonic. It's just like
Yeah.
there is something. It's the vermouth, but even like You know what it is? It's that my favorite gins are not necessarily good martini gins.
What are your favorite gins?
Hendrix is my favorite gin.
But that's a great martini gin.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh
Oh my
then,
god, the
then,
Hendrix
then
martini.
my
Okay.
experience. All right, let's have a
I'm gonna
let's
sort
bring me a
this right
Hendrix
the fuck
martini.
out.
All right. Oh, I thought you were gonna do it right now.
Yeah, I was getting
Where's
ready
it
for
at?
this mixology.
Where's this?
lesson
Yeah,
right
let's
here.
go. No, let's do it. Next time you come to town, bring me. Let's get some Hendrix going.
Stellaris martinis all day long.
The dream. August.
PJs.
August heat. It'll probably be sooner than August.
That's
but
martini season.
That's
August
martini
heat,
season.
just fucking.
This is the problem. Is it actually is gin and tonic season?
Yeah.
It
I want a
is.
gin and tonic so bad right now. Oh,
Okay, I have a,
all
I have
right.
a confession. It's a shameful confession.
Yeah.
I like gin and tonics made with the wrong Tanqueray that just has the lime flavor mixed into it.
buddy.
And I know, it's spineless.
This is the opposite of your hummus take.
I know it is nerveless. It is cowardly.
Why?
and yet-
Why?
Although,
Just
hold on.
cut a lime. Just have limes. You know, we're
Yeah, but
good
you know,
limes.
I just find it. I find it safer to order at a bar. Because it's like harder to.
interesting.
It's like more idiot proof. Now,
Right.
when I'm making it at home, the real secret, of course, is the tonic water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's also Aperol Spritz season.
It's true.
I love Aperol Spritz.
I've never gotten with Aperol.
I've never tried it. Noticed it.
So
Never tried it.
refreshing.
We should wrap this and
Yeah, we should.
figure
ready
out
for-
if that computer is gonna die again.
Yeah.
I think I figured out the problem.
Yeah.
Producer brain.
Nice work. All right, we were gonna go down for probably for like
5, 10,
maybe we can
Five.
come back up. We can probably come back up to a card pretty quickly.
and 5.
Right? We'll be back up to a card and 5, and then back with BattleTech a little bit after that. So hang tight. Thanks for hanging with us this morning/afternoon. Send your sauce thoughts to @RobZachny on Twitter.
Fuck off! God damn it!
Shit. And we'll be back in a little bit. Peace.
Bye.
I saw that occur to you. Like there was that hesitation. And I was like, he's gonna give my fucking email. And Waypoint stand right here all of a sudden.